All right, this is in continuation from my last post, giving DJ's game. This is why following up is important. We have these ideas in our mind about what people, and me included, what people are doing, not doing, what their intention is, and sometimes you just don't know. Sometimes you just don't know. I don't know if that chair was too loud. And what I mean by that is, I've had people before tell me, hey, hold that date. I'm going to pay for it. Even though I just told them, you have to pay a deposit to secure your date and time. Hold the date. I'm going to do blah, 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 right? And whether I do it or not is between me and them. But so then they say, okay, I'll reach back out to you on such and such date. Now, for me personally, I'm not reaching back out because that's what you said you was going to do. And you ain't paid the deposit money, right? So now I have an option. I could not reach out to them because they said they were going to reach out to me, or I can say, hey, look, I know we spoke about this particular date, and I don't have anyone booked for that date in that time slot currently. Did you still want to book? And it is up for them to respond and say yay or nay. And it's been a 50-50 thing with me where people have, oh yeah, you know what? I moved my daughter out to college for the weekend. It totally slipped my mind. Just wasn't on my mind. I was going to get back to you in a couple of weeks. We'll take care of it right now, right? And then on the other end, people just cancel, right? It really ain't a cancel because you never booked it in the first place, right? But I'll say this, DJs, if you're listening, those events that you don't book with people where they garnered your time and talking to them back and forth and everything, believe it or not, sometimes you create relationships with them and it converts to business. I've had someone who I've had conversation with for weeks in. They didn't book me for their wedding, but they sent me business. And imagine, excuse me, imagine if I had been so tight about it and been so mad, I would have lost out. But they was like, I saw your work. I know you're dope, but I have somebody else to consider with who they want to pick. And it's not because I don't think you're good or you're not worthy of the duty, but I'm going to allow my husband to use his frat brother or what have you. And some more game. This is something I always do. I hope you have a dope event still. Because at the end of the day, real DJs know it ain't about the DJ, it's about the crowd. Excuse me. That is what makes us happy. Money is cool. I ain't gonna lie, the money is good, but putting the right record on at the right time for the right crowd and seeing that response, that's what we love. That's what we do this for. Sorry. But yeah, it be like that sometimes. So, be respectful. And I also don't talk about other DJs. So, when the customers come to me and they're like, yeah, we don't want to work with such and such because, they showed up late and pants was hanging off their butt, we had to give them food and, they get to say all of that stuff. And I'm like, did you want to proceed with the event? Did you want to do the deposit or, whatever we're talking about? It don't have to be about money, but I don't even talk about that. It's not my duty to talk about any DJ. I don't do no hating. I don't talk bad about them, even if you had a bad experience. That's your experience with that DJ. I'm just trying to do my business with you. I will flex the fact that I'm big on customer service because I don't think it exists like it should, especially in the DJ world. But I will say that, but not to down somebody else. Because you don't know what them DJs be going through. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's in people's mind that DJs, well, they really should, but they should have the best attitude and, all of that the whole night. And honestly, I agree. They probably should. It's the job you signed up for. But to say that they don't go through anything and they don't have off nights, or sometimes they're off their square, I think that's not cool. I think grace should be given, especially for DJs that work day in, day out, trying to make side money and they love what they do. I ain't gonna lie, I have some days where I'm not in the mood to work with people. Period. I just don't want to be around any people, but that's what I signed up for. But that's why it's important to do what you love. That changes everything. It should. Anyway, if you got any comments, put it in the chat. If you got any stories, put it in the chat. It's DJ Mike Lowry. Maybe you're hearing this story and you're like, yo, I want to be the best DJ in the world. I want to be better than him. I got ebooks for you. I got heat for people like you, cuz. If you've seen the movie Baby Boy, because I ain't part of nothing. The army of the Lord, dare I say. But yeah, if you need ebooks, please reach out. If you need consultations, please reach out. And maybe you want training, you want to be a DJ. Let me know. Hit me up. We make it happen. All right. It's DJ Mike Lowry. Peace and love.